Can't help but notice there's a bulge on your chest as well. Unless that's muscle, that's something. What have you got there?
I have a secondary firearm here.
So overall, okay, so from top to bottom we have our PR,
Let's go.
radio communicating with each other and to control. We've got a body worn video that's activated on most jobs. It's got a 30-second buffer, so that when we do activate it, it pre-records 30 seconds, so it gives us some sort of time. So if we do miss anything, we don't press it in time. It pre-records 30 seconds beforehand.
What's the story, people? We're back. We're checking out UK equipment versus US police equipment. Obviously, the main stuff you guys have is guns. Over here, there's no guns. Like I keep saying, we hardly ever see any gun. Now, I like a Glock 19 because I watched a video about guns now. I want a Glock 19, but I'm not allowed to get a Glock 19 here. So when I come to the US, hopefully I get a Glock 19 to practice. About to learn first. But yeah, over here, the police, I never run into the police, but the police are nice. They don't wear, yeah, obviously they got the camera. I think you guys have the camera as well, don't you? You guys have the camera. Do you guys have the hat? They have the police hat. I don't think you guys do. But yeah, let's continue. Let's continue.
Which is quite useful. I'm carrying a taser, which is about 400 officers currently in Kent. Yeah, so that's the taser itself. It's an X2. It's got two shots capability. That's recently come in over the past year. Carver, which is a pepper spray, which all officers carry. The ASP baton, rigid handcuffs, and then these are fast straps. So if someone's being particularly unmanageable, these Velcro straps can be placed around their legs just to make them more manageable.
Like my colleague, I've got most of the kit.
Sorry, do you guys have tasers and batons? I hardly ever see an American policeman or woman having batons and tasers. All I see is the gun. But you guys must have tasers, but I think the tasers are different. You guys have tasers? You should have tasers. I hope so. Not just a gun. I hope so.
Albeit just
their legs just to make them more manageable.
like my colleague, I've got most of the kit, albeit just apart from the taser.
So the most noticeable thing, obviously, he's going to have is his firearm, his sidearm. These are a Glock 9mm semi-automatic.
He got a Glock. He's got a Glock. You know I like the Glock 19. It looks like he's dressed to go to war. That's the difference. Straight away. It's weighing him down. It's weighing him down. He's got at least another 20 pounds of equipment. But I feel like when you live in the US, the US is so big. We have to realize that they need this. The US police need this because they don't know who they're gonna meet. You guys, there's different kind of. Some people are nice, and some people are messed up. It took me years to understand why you guys carry guns. Now, I understand. Look at the poor guy. It's like he's ready to go to war. Let's see.
Obviously, he's going to have is his firearm, his sidearm. These are a Glock 9mm semi-automatic handgun. In addition to that, he'll have his impact weapon, his baton, latex gloves, combat tourniquet to be able to use on civilians or fellow officers or himself for that matter. He carries a Leatherman multi-tool, handcuffs, spare magazines for his sidearm, his taser, his radio, and an individual first aid kit, which is, again, another gunshot wound and severe bleeding prevention kit.
Sergeant, how heavy is the kit you're carrying, and does it sometimes get a little cumbersome?
It's about 30 pounds total between everything I carry. It does get cumbersome when you first put it on. I had to get used to these extra pouches here, but after a while, your body adapts to the extra bulk, and you don't feel it after a while.
Now, you're a fit bloke. You obviously work out. But I can't help but notice there's a bulge on your chest as well. Unless that's muscle, that's something. What have you got there?
I have a secondary firearm here.
So overall, our kit weighs around 7 kilograms.
What? So it's 2 firearms, and do they wear bulletproof vests as well? I think that's a bulletproof vest. I never knew about the gun. I never knew about that. They need it. I also like the fact that they have the bleeding, the first aid bleeding case. What you wanna call it? That's good. Because there's a good, I think as a policeman or policewoman in America, there's a good chance you're going to shoot your weapon at least once in your career. At least once. You're going to shoot it for some reason or the other. I'm like, over here, the guys over here, they don't carry. In Ireland, you guys don't realize, in Ireland, you hardly, the only time I started seeing guns when I came here, when I started seeing the armed police officers, in the train stations and that, or in the airport. In Ireland, the police there's nothing. They hardly all they carry is just probably the baton. I don't think they carry any tasers. Did I have a taser? You won't even know they're police. Well, no, actually, funny enough, one of my friends that I grew up with, that we went to the same university, is the first black police officer in Ireland. I'm so proud of him. But yeah, it's so crazy how the difference in the UK and America. But you have to understand, it's two different lifestyle. Two different people are gonna meet you. One moment you're walking around the streets of London, you're enjoying yourself. That's okay. But if you're in Chicago's crazy. If I'm a police officer and I'm in Chicago, I'm getting 2 AK-45s. Is it 45 or 47? 2 AK-47s. Like I said before, I'm bringing a bomb just in case. Because people don't care. Some people don't care about their life. They don't care about other people's life. Like if you don't care about your life, bro, I'm not risking my life. So I do understand why the American police are doing what they're doing. But you have to understand where I'm coming from, that I'm shocked because I'm not used to seeing it. Do you know what I mean? Let's continue.
I'm wearing the stab vest and the kit belt. There's also an optional load vest as well, which some people prefer to wear. That obviously distributes the kit we have more on the body, whereas my kit is mainly distributed on the belt itself. Depends on personal preference on whether that's on what you wear, but that's obviously up to the individual officer.
Could you imagine going on patrol either without your firearm or your taser?
No, not
Why
at all.
not?
The job we do is extremely dangerous and unpredictable. To go out there unarmed is insane to me.
In the UK, officers don't have anything like that. The best they have is a pepper spray. Would you be prepared to police the streets of London like that? What would you say to those guys and women who do it in London?
I give them
in
a lot.
the whole of England, actually, sorry.
I give them a lot of credit for doing what they do without the weapons and tools that we have here. I don't think I'd be a police officer over there, essentially going at the mercy of the wolves.
Captain, could you imagine sending your officers out without a taser, without a firearm of some sort?
I would sooner go out without shoes than I would without the kit like this.
And I guess you feel the same, Sergeant. It's like putting your shoes on, right?
Correct.
Oh, God.
I think it's a different environment out there. I think the Taser rollout for us will give us a very good, will give us enough useful force in this country. We obviously don't kind of have the same level of gun crime that they do in America. And a lot of our kit is very similar. It's really just the firearm that we are lacking.
Yeah, I believe the mere presence of having a taser is almost enough sometimes to prevent a subject becoming aggressive or violent towards myself or my colleagues. It's a bright colour, it stands out, people are aware of its capabilities. When I go into jobs without having a taser as an option, subjects may feel that they have an advantage over me to some degree. Whilst I've still got kit, a taser would be a lot more helpful in some situations.
Yeah, I think I definitely agree with what the guy said over there. It's a whole different lifestyle, it's a whole different environment. If you're a police officer over here, you're so used to not needing a gun because there's a good chance there's a 99% chance you're gonna face someone that doesn't have a gun. You might face the odd criminal there that's, he's crazy, he's got some kind of gun. But while over there in America, if the American police officer comes over here, because they're so used to knowing that most people actually, I start looking at the traffic stop videos because the first thing they ask people is that, oh, can I see your license? And then, do you have any weapons? Over here, no one is. Even if they ask you, do you have any weapons? It's more like, do you have a knife on you? And it depends on the age. So if I was driving now and a police officer stops me, actually it depends on what I'm driving as well. So if I'm driving a normal car, right, and it's not a car that seems to be seen with a lot of gang violence, they're not gonna ask me, do you have any weapons on me? Because they're not used to people driving that kind of car having a weapon. Well, if it's in America, it doesn't matter who you are. Do you have any weapons on you before I come towards you? I think that's what they say. I think so. But yeah, I think it's very intriguing to see how both sides is like. Also, when I come to the United States, I'll let you guys know my experience. So hopefully I get to experience. If maybe some police officer comes to me, like, you okay? I'll let you know how they're like. Hopefully they're nice. Over here, the best police officers, in my opinion, Ireland and Scotland. Oh, they're just super nice. They behave like humans, like human beings. Some police officers are very trigger. Once they get that power, they feel like, oh yeah, let me use you on someone. It's just do your job. keep the streets. That's weird. I just heard the sirens going around. Sorry, the police are looking after me. I have to go now. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. See ya. Bye bye.